In conclusion, the link between food and education is very useful. We speak of food for thought and food for the soul, and educational institutions should be looking to the restaurant industry for tips on how to increase learner knowledge and class sizes. Questions? Thank you for your lecture, Professor. Professor, you're aware, I think, that many universities and colleges are already expanding their student enrollments by using marketing techniques from the fast food industry. No, don't get up.
Oh, yes, indeed. We're using advertising know-how to emphasize the joys and satisfaction of knowledge acquisition.
And you've developed online educational methods the same as the supersizing techniques used in the junk food industry.
How's that?
Well, is it not true that your own courses are now delivered as massive open online courses, or MOOCs?
It's an approach we're experimenting with.
And that the MOOC approach has allowed you to increase your university's revenue by expanding your class sizes to as many as 212,000 students in a single course?
Over 250,000, in fact. The automated online technology also allows us to dramatically increase the amount of material we can present to the learners.
As when junk food restaurants increase their clientele by persuading them to buy bigger platefuls in supersized meals and value meal combos?
I really don't think it's fair of you to compare education with junk food.
What evidence do you have to show that your MOOC approach isn't delivering junk education?
The MOOC approach is standing the test of time. Next question.
I've not quite finished, Professor. You've said that the restaurant industry can help educational institutions to increase student knowledge. And yet studies are showing that students are confused by the massive amounts of unsorted information they're receiving in MOOCs, and by the instruction that they should help each other to sort through it. Rather than being able to digest the facts, MOOCs are giving them a kind of knowledge indigestion. Do you think that could have damaging educational effects on them, Professor, just as massive amounts of undigested food lead to acid reflux and obesity?
We have a lot to learn from junk education approaches.
Junk education?
Junk food, fast food approaches.
You said it.
And bigger courses.
Courses in a meal or courses in a classroom?
It's the same thing.
So you are in favour of the cafeteria approach to education?
That's a loaded term.
How does it differ from the MOOC approach?
What's wrong with giving learners bigger helpings, courses?
Do you enjoy big helpings?
Yes.
Do you feel there should be a limit to the number of students in MOOCs and to the amount of material they're given to digest?
The limits depend on the amounts the computing infrastructure can support.
Not on how much the students can digest. So no sense of moderation in terms of the students' experience. It's a cultural thing, isn't it? Always bigger platefuls of food, bigger courses. It's a cultural mentality you probably don't even realize you have.
Wow, is that the time? I must be...
Your watch is on the other wrist. Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you, Professor. Now, in honor of our visitor, we'll move now to the cafeteria for an all-you-can-eat burger buffet.